Hey guys, it's me, 80s144. Today, guys, I'm gonna give you guys my perspective of this whole Mbappe staying at PSG. Now, I wanted to react later in the week because obviously on Saturday and Sunday I was kind of pretty busy, especially on Saturday, so I didn't really have time to really go deep into this. And now today on a Monday evening, I want to give you guys my perspective of this whole thing. And this could be a bit of a long video, so expect to be like 10 to 20 minutes because this is a huge decision Mbappe has done. Because I'll be honest with you guys, I honestly genuinely believed Mbappe would not stay at PSG. I thought Mbappe would move to Real Madrid. And I think you could look at this from both different angles. You could look at this as saying it's a good idea to stay, but you could also look at it as a very bad idea to stay. You know, and today I just want to give you guys my perspective as a neutral here. I'm not going to be talking from a Barca point of view. I'm not going to be talking from a Real Madrid point of view, and I'm not going to talk from a PSG point of view. Let's look at this from a neutral point of view. Let's start with his sake first. Mbappe. Do I think this was the right decision? And personally, I think this was a bit of a. Actually, this is interesting. Before I answer that question, let's look at this. Let's look at why staying at PSG is better. Okay? Let's be real, guys. If Mbappe does somehow win a Champions League at PSG compared to Real Madrid, he would earn a lot more respect at PSG than Real Madrid. Let's make that very clear. The only way he'll get a lot of respect at Real Madrid for winning the Champions League is if he is an instrumental part for winning the Champions League. For example, Benzema right now. Basically, if Mbappe does that kind of stats, what Benzema's doing in the Champions League, then that's the only way I could see Real Madrid probably appreciating it more. Because let's be real, guys. PSG, their main ambition is to win that Champions League. They don't care about the league titles. They won so many. It doesn't matter. It's all about that Champions League trophy. And that is something that Mbappe doesn't have yet. And if he gets that trophy, he's pretty much completed his career. He's pretty much won everything there is to win in football. You know, and I just believe that that in itself is that last infinity stone he needs. Because let's be really full here, guys. Let's be really real. I honestly think Real Madrid have a better chance to win a Champions League than PSG will. In fact, Real Madrid in a Champions League final as we speak right now. They'll be playing against Liverpool on May 28th, as we know. And if Real Madrid wins a Champions League final, it makes Mbappe look really, really bad. So if you're looking from his point of view, Mbappe has to hope that Real Madrid don't win the Champions League, because if they win it without him, then he may not ever get a chance to go to Real Madrid again. He may not, you know. So, it's going to be very interesting to see how that pans out. Because let's be real, guys. Mbappe is a Parisian. He's a French player ultimately. He isn't a Spanish player. And there's just going to be more of an affinity to France than there is to going to be to Spain. You know? And obviously, another thing as well is that he stayed at PSG for like a lot of his career. He stayed for here for like 3 or 4 seasons, I believe. And I think he came 2017, 2018. That was his first. No, sorry, 2018, 2019. That was his first season, I believe, here. Actually, no. Sorry, 17, 18 was the first season. Sorry, he was on loan here, actually. So this would be his fifth season, I believe. And I feel like for me, Mbappe, if he were to go to Real Madrid, he wouldn't be the main guy there. Main guy over there would be Benzema. And also, here's the thing: if you look at it from Mbappe's point of view, he's gonna have to change. He's gonna have to play right winger there because there's no way that Vinicius is gonna get dropped. There's no way Benzema's gonna get dropped. And Real Madrid, they don't play. They always play a 4-3-3. They never change the things around. They maybe go to a 4-2-3-1, but hardly ever play any other formations. And I just feel like for me, Mbappe is most effective either as a striker or as a left winger. To be honest, I think he's better as an inside forward in my opinion. I just don't really think he suits the right winger position at all, which is the reason why I feel like if he did move to Real Madrid, he would struggle there to adapt. Whereas in PSG, they already have his position identified, him as a striker. You know, and also here's another thing: if PSG, as I said, wins the Champions League, he'd become the first player. He would be the first time PSG wins the Champions League, and he would be such an instrumental. And you can see how he did. Even looking at this season Champions League, he was one of the best PSG players in Champions League. Scored a brace, I believe. Scored a goal against Leipzig. Scored a brace against Real Madrid. Scored 2 goals against them. And then I think he scored against Club Brugge. He scored brace against them, so 5 goals. And then obviously I think he scored against City as well, 6 goals. And he's just been instrumental, man. He's just been fundamental to what PSG have done. and I feel like he's been one of the best players in the Champions League. And you just know that if PSG win the Champions League, he'd be one of the significant players. And obviously, it's also another thing is that it's the first time they won it. And when you win something for the first time ever, you just have that more appreciation than normally a 14th time. Because let's be real, 14th or 15th, whatever. And so it's gonna be interesting to see how it stays. And obviously, another thing is that Mbappe is gonna have more power here. He's gonna have, he's gonna be able to control. He's gonna be able to have a role in what the sporting director is gonna be, the transfers, the presidency. Obviously, he's not gonna be the main guy. He's not gonna take. He's not gonna dictate the club, but he'll have a say in that, which I think is gonna be very interesting. Because let's be real, guys. I think PSG, one of the biggest issues why they've been underwhelming the last couple of years is actually because of Leonardo. I feel like Leonardo is one of the reasons why PSG have been very much underwhelming. The transfer business has been just very much just get the player. Like, there's not really been any cohesive strategies, like any strategic signings, and it's just signing just for the sake of signing. With Leonardo likely to leave, according to Fabrizio Romano, and then obviously you also have Maurizio Pochettino is likely to leave as well. These two people could actually, their departures could actually help PSG grow as a collective. Because I feel like these two people are actually holding PSG back, in my opinion. And obviously Mbappe is going to have a good amount of salary here. Obviously, that's another key decision that's going to be taken into account. And as I said, guys, he's still young, guys. He's still like 21 years old, and he still has long years ahead of him. And as I said, um, he doesn't have to make a decision now. Maybe in years' time he'll change his mind because I know he still likes Real Madrid. I know Real Madrid is still is one of his childhood teams. Obviously, we know he's a big Ronaldo fan and everything like that. And obviously, his idol played for Real Madrid, so I'm sure he'll eventually, try to get a Real Madrid move. I just think that now it's a bit too early. It's a bit too early, and maybe he wants to go there when he's at his peak. Maybe like around 25, 26, and that kind of age range, or maybe in 24 or something like that. And I feel like for Mbappe, as I said, um, he just wants to win that Champions League. I think that Champions League is gonna be that's something that he really dreams for, and that's the reason why I feel like many people thought he would leave PSG because they saw how bad PSG have been in the Champions League. They just haven't been good enough. Even in the time where they went to the final in that 2020 edition, they should have beaten Bayern Munich. They should have beaten Bayern Munich. They were significantly a better team, and that was a missed opportunity. That imagine if Mbappe had won the Champions League, it would have been very different to what we're seeing now. And you've been seeing how PSG have been underwhelming in the Champions League, consistently flopping, in the early stages and going out in fashions they shouldn't be, you know, and they always go out in a very bad manner, you know, and you would say, okay, he's done with this team, you know, and the fact that he can go to Real Madrid and would really be interesting. So for me, as I said, guys, as a Barca fan, I could be honest with you, I'm gonna just be a bit biased here now. This is great. Obviously, it's kind of nice to see he didn't go to Real Madrid, but at the same time, though, I actually, at the same time, though, I think if he had gone to Real Madrid, it would have been made La Liga a lot more interesting, and maybe the El Clásicos would have been better. So in some ways, I'm kind of happy and sad. Like I'm kind of happy in the sense, obviously, we don't have to face him in La Liga, but I'm also kind of sad in the sense that people won't really appreciate El Clásicos that much anymore, and I feel like we need like a superstar player to join either Real Madrid or Barca to make El Clasico look so much better. And I feel like had he had let's say joined, El Clasico would have been so much more bigger. But it is what it is. And like I said, guys, so that's that perspective. And as I said, I think for Mbappe in particular, it's gonna be interesting to see how he does at PSG now because he's been one of their best players this season. Single-handedly, and you can see how PSG. Let's be real, guys. Let's be real. Mbappe is bigger than PSG. Mbappe is bigger than PSG. Real Madrid, no player is ever bigger than the club, and I know that for a fact. Look what they did to Ronaldo. They let Ronaldo go. You know. Then you obviously look at what they did to Ramos. They let one of their club legends leave. Casillas. There's so many players. PSG guys is very difficult to leave. It's very difficult to leave PSG, and I know this for a fact because of what happened with Neymar, and also what's kind of happening with Messi right now in PSG. And so you could see how PSG's been very stingy. Even Verratti, I think, wanted to leave. Was it 2017? Wanted to join Barca, but PSG blocked the move. It's very difficult to leave PSG. That's the point here that I'm trying to make. And I just feel like though for Mbappe in this particular, I feel like he has a squad. This squad for PSG is arguably the best squad that you could have asked for, and I feel like this team, if they're assembled correctly and actually cohesive, they could actually do something. So because let's be real, guys, um, Mbappe really Mbappe he wants to be the main guy. He wants to be that guy, and he knows that he could be the main guy here at PSG, obviously. You know, and you can see in one like let's just say hypothetically, if PSG had lost Mbappe, how would they react? Because let's be real, guys, if PSG lose Mbappe, it could be it would really hurt the club because they're not going to be able to get a good replacement for him. Because I heard they were trying to get like Rashford or like what was it, Usman Dembele as replacements, and those two players are nowhere near good enough to replace Mbappe. I'm sorry right now. Those two players just cannot replace Mbappe at PSG. They're just not good enough. I'm sorry. They're good players, don't get me wrong, but they're nowhere near good as what Mbappe is, and it would be such a huge downgrade. And you can see how PSG really tried to get him. They really tried to sign him. They really made him try to stay, and he ultimately did. So the new contract's gonna be up until 2025. It's a 3-year deal, and as I said for Mbappe, man, what is he gonna do? Because I think what's happening right now is this: I think Mbappe wants to win the Champions League at PSG, and then maybe make that move to Real Madrid. Because at that point, when he wins the Champions League here, there's nothing really else to do at PSG, in my opinion. So I think he's just extending just to see if he can get that Champions League because he wants to win the Champions League with PSG more than any other club. And I think that if he wins the Champions League more at PSG, it would mean so much more than at Real Madrid. So that's my complete verdict. That's my ultimately opinion. So I want you guys to comment down below your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. Do you guys think this is the right decision? And now let's give you guys my opinion. Personally, I think this is a I think this is the right decision because, as I said, um, I really feels as though that he could do something at PSG. He could be the main guy, and I feel like even if he did join Real Madrid right now, he just wouldn't be the main guy. He just wouldn't because Karim Benzema is still there, and Benzema is his form of his life. Vinicius is still there. Rodrigo's still been very good. He wouldn't even be able to and obviously the fact is that it's also World Cup year. Remember, guys, the World Cup is gonna be later this year, and so Mbappe needs to be in his best form possible because obviously France they're gonna need him a lot for the World Cup, as we know. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how Mbappe does in the World Cup because let's be real, guys. Once he wins that Champions League here at PSG, his career he doesn't have anything else to do in PSG. Then I could see why you would go to Real Madrid. But until you have won the Champions League, you shouldn't be leaving PSG right now. And also, here's another thing. It's a huge risk. You're seeing players like so young at his age, like Jadon Sancho, and then obviously Sancho make that big move, and obviously at United it just hasn't really worked out. And obviously you have Grealish, that was a superstar signing. They're one of the best players at Aston Villa. He went to Man City, and he's just not really been the same. So it would also really hurt because let's be real, guys. There's no guarantee he would succeed in La Liga at this age, and as I said, I just don't really think he could be as effective as on the right wing. So if he did go to Real Madrid, you would have to either bench Vinicius or Benzema, and obviously the two players have been phenomenal form, and obviously Mbappe isn't going to join Real Madrid just to be on the bench. So as I said, guys, and as I said, the whole French connection I think has also been very pivotal. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens with Mbappe for PSG. Let's see if we can win that Champions League. Because as I said, once he wins that Champions League, I think he's very likely to leave because at that point he has completed everything there could be to at PSG, and he really, really wants to do it. So that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, guys. Comment down below your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe if you're not there. Like this video if you did enjoy, and also give me another perspective that I didn't discuss about that you guys feel are very important. Because as I said, guys, I think Mbappe for me is going to be very, very. It's going to be interesting to see how he does next season in the Champions League because right now, guys, a lot can change with PSG. PSG could do really well next season with the sporting director leaving, with the club coach leaving, and with Mbappe being this figurehead, everything like that, just signing the new deal. It's gonna be very interesting. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.